So I was talking to my best friend, and he told me that he's allergic to Laffy Taffies, and I said, "Oh, you're just allergic to humor, not actual food." And he went, "Yeah, that's true." Oh,
That was almost a dad joke. I'm here for it. It's got to, workshop it
See-
a little bit more, but like the dad joke vibes are there.
It was either
Mhm.
that or so I'm standing there, barbecue sauce on my titties.
Every day. That's my every day.
Which actually, I'm just going to be real. There, Tuesday had another phrase that maybe made it to a shirt, which is so I'm standing there, barbecue sauce on my critties.
Oh my
It's
god.
and it's going to have 2d20. It's fine. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Shadows over Baldur's Gate and Crit Chronicles. This is a spiritual sequel to the award-winning video game, so if you're wondering what the hell's going on and why are some characters from the game showing up in here, well, you know why. Before we begin, a couple quick notes. First off, some of us are wearing some fancy schmancy shirts that you might be able to find on the Crit Hit Chronicles merch store. If you want to support our beloved Winnie, or talk shit with your free action, then go check out the
isn't that
merch.
technically a market shirt? Who said that? Use my free action to talk shit.
It was mostly Winnie, but
It
yeah.
was Laura.
Oh,
That's
was
just
it?
something
you
that
said
I
that.
say. Like, that's something that Laura says a lot when she doesn't know what to do at the end of her turn.
I think wrong. Marcus
Love that.
talks a
Yeah.
lot of shit, but for sure that was wholesale out of Laura.
When he started the talking shit, and then when Udazash continued the talking shit, Laura said this, and now it's a shirt.
I use my free action to talk shit.
Yes,
It's better than free action cry.
Yes, that's true. Also in the works. No, I'm just kidding.
That's on the back of it.
But yeah, if you like supporting the show, go check out the stuff. There's also a couple playmats actually for Magic the Gathering if you're into running Commander, whatever. Anyway, before we begin, we have a wonderful cast we want to reintroduce. So take it away, my beautiful, wonderful cast.
Hi, I'm Lauren Urban, she, her. You can find all the stuff I'm doing at lauren-urban.com. Tonight, I'm playing Udazash, who is a Dragonborn ranger / rogue who might talk shit today. I don't know. She's mostly hanging out with her friends, but you never know.
Hey, hello. My name's Omega Jones, also known as Critbart. Critbart across all social media channels for pronouns are he and they. I am playing Leopold Guthmore, pronouns he, him, who is our resident psionic squid boy, trying to figure out his path with these folks. Yeah, that's him.
Hi, hello. Good time zone, folks. You can call me Laura or Tutu or Laura Tutu. My pronouns are she, they. I will be playing your Hexblood Celestial Warlock Divine Soul Sorcerer, Winifred Fithiak, who is, she's just here to make sure that no one outright dies.
Hello, everyone. My name is PJ McGod, Naswing Productions official in your chat, and today I am playing Marcus Hellhammer, fighter and champion of Asmodeus. It is my job to make sure everyone else does in fact die, and I will be doing so greatly. And I also do tattoos, and I do Cajun cooking, and I speak in an accent. Anyway, off to you, Cujo, please. Take it away.
Oh, okay. Sure, I'll just take the spotlight away from your murder, apparently. Hi, everybody. I am Cujo. I'm going to be your chronicler for this evening, which reminds me, I should have the chronicle ready to go. For those who are just joining us, because I haven't explained it in a while, every critical success or failure that is rolled gets marked down in the chronicle. If you're going to be at Gen Con, you can see it live in person. And maybe the chronicler himself might be getting pictures taken. Who knows? Anyway, when last we
Who's the chronicler? Never heard of him.
I know he's not really that popular.
Shut up.
That's right. That's right. I will be self-deprecating.
The
Not
fuck
in
you
my
will.
watch.
To spite you.
My
I
favorite
will
part of
call
that-
you right now just
My-
to say don't be self-deprecating.
You know I'm going to be there in like 12 hours, right?
It's true. We're supposed to hang out. This is gonna be weird if I do that. Anyway,
My favorite part of that was how CB was just like, I don't know who the chronicler is. And then as soon as Cujo started to be self-deprecating, switched on a dime. And basically was like, stop that.
No,
You can't make fun of yourself.
No.
you shut the fuck. I love
Got
this
you.
group so much. When last we left our intrepid heroes,
Simonscape.
they had.
They had Sirenscape.
By the way, Sirenscape's awesome. They had, after adventure after adventure after adventure, finally found a little bit of peace as they retreated. I shouldn't say retreated. They returned back to the Emerald Grove so that they could recharge their batteries, discuss what next steps that they need to take. As they did so, Marcus made a decision. And Marcus decided to sign the contract offered by Asmodeus himself, therefore becoming the champion of Asmodeus. Asmodeus, you'd be the judge.
Potato.
Tomato. Nobody says tomato.
Fuck them.
Marcus's abilities, Marcus's personage shifted just a little, reflecting more of that fiendish persona that comes as some of the perks from signing such a contract. But it's at this point, as the dust has settled, our party has the opportunity to create a home
A level
for
up.
themselves. No, not yet. Don't worry, you're gonna need them. Just not yet. So we have been exchanging some information on possible bastion rules and locations. So we are going to do one of my favorite things that we've done so far this campaign, and that's going to be a round robin of a description of your home that is built. Have you decided on a location that you would like it to be? You had 3 options: near the Emerald Grove, near El Terrell, or near Baldur's Gate. Where would you like your home to be?
I believe the general consensus was closer to Elturel.
Okay. So with you being near El Terrell, this is just a little mechanical benefit. You will have close connections with the guilds that have retaken the city, because turns out after everything with the Brightshield Order went up in flames, they were run out of town.
Get wrecked.
So you all have good standing with the city. And therefore, any checks that are made to gather information using resources within the city are made with advantage.
Nice.
Excellent.
But I'll say, just for sort of like general like surroundings and nature and whatnot, there's still parts of the nature around this area that are still a little thrown by El Terrell being brought back up from the hells. So things are a little off, but not necessarily dangerous by any means. You still have a decent amount of flora and fauna. But who would like to begin?
Can I start, actually, if you don't
Go
mind?
for it. Go for it.
Because I think this is kind of perfect. How it's set up. If you don't mind, Cujo, I think because the big thing he has been talking about is what's home for him and what's what he needs. And as they are, and then rephrase, we are close to Ultra right now. Are we starting our bastion? Are we beginning the process of setting up our bastion right now?
Pretty much, yeah.
Great. I think in the area that we get. Oh, actually, that's another question. Sorry, so many questions.
You're good. You're good.
What base facility are we using for our bastion? Are we finding like, hey, Granny, we need a plot, or like where are we?
Huh.
Wait. You said the Brightshield will run out of town, right?
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
Can we take their shit?
Oh,
You want to be in? Oh,
Let's
in the
take
con-
their
will-
shit.
I will take their shit with a quickness and fucking like Palo Santo, the whole goddamn building.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
This is mine
you know
now.
What?
This is mine now.
I really like that.
Yes.
Fuck y'all.
Okay. You have reclaimed what was once the Brightshield Conclave and have made it your own. It is It is in a space of the city that is typically reserved for nobility, but let's just say maybe Granny called in some favors and made some not so thinly veiled threats to others who might have an issue with you all taking that spot, considering the city is now belonging to its people once again.
Mhm.
I like it.
To yes and this, I think it'd be really cool because we were in the Emerald Grove, and you all would have seen, or maybe not seen Leo, off to the side, maybe in a garden, or maybe just like next to a tree, a little open space, and he would have been, for lack of a better word, meditating, trying to like come to Jesus and come within himself. Um, and it's in that moment that power within him surges slightly, and he would have blipped out of existence to that spot where they had a teleportation circle.
Mm.
And he, blue, black. I know where we can be. So yeah, he would have started to set up that spot as because for him, there's clearly latent arcanic energies that even though he is not fully arcane, he's kind of beyond that in a way. He still has that access, and clearly there's something latent in that spot. So I think that's where he begins to at least attempt to set up the arcane study along with the teleportation circle proper of the bastion, as well as, more importantly, getting his partners.
Mishka and Kellen are like, I imagine, do you reach out to them telepathically or do you show up?
I show up.
Okay. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Am I good at that? I don't know. Let's find out. Jesus.
I mean,
The
you talk about
service says-
being stealthy, so
Yeah,
you should have some
I
good
got
dex.
some decks. It's giving Dexiana Grande.
Jesus criminy.
16.
Okay, 16's enough. The moment you step through the door, you hear, and Mishka comes like bolting to try to tackle you into a hug. It is up to you whether or not you would like to accept said hug. You won't be knocked prone from it.
Yeah, he will.
Okay.
I don't. This man can be blown over with a 100%. He gets knocked over, and especially understanding the aura, the essence of the person who is coming around the corner to do this. Yeah, he falls flat on his face
All right.
or ass. In full, obviously. Oh shit! I gotta hurt myself.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a 1. Yes. Get wrecked. In human form, of course. Falling as Mishka has tackled him. Get off! Get off!
No. You were gone for too long. I was scared shitless and no. Okay, maybe a little. And then she'll like loosen it. And then eventually start to help you up. Just as a mage hand appears at the center of your back to like pull you further into Granny's, where Kellen walks up.
Yeah.
I ask for consent before hugs first. So
Before he finishes, his body is just yanked forward to
oh, thank God.
to him.
I am.
And he brings Mishka back in, and I think they embrace for a while.
Yeah.
And then they'll help me obviously get the study up because I'm not doing that by myself.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, I actually like the idea that after that reunion, maybe talking with Granny and being like, "Hey, here's the plan." She'll just be like, "Oh, of course, dear." And within like an hour, there are carts that are outside filled with whatever supplies you might need.
Mm-hmm.
you see like some old reclaimed like bookshelves that were from some like abandoned studies from like the northwestern part of the city. Like,
Can you get extra? I think Marcus is going to need some of those. I can use a little bit for the art, the study, but I think we're going to build a library.
oh, I see where your head is at. Oh, far be it from me to stand in your way. She's just like, hey, go get more. And so, like, this huge, monstrous bugbear's like, all right. And then, like, bolts out of the fucking bakery to go and get the stuff done. All right.
Mhm.
Well, we've got Kellen and Mishka. We've got the Arcane Study and Teleportation Circle. Who's next?
Can I be next? Because I need to yes and some of that. If this is
Mhm,
where
mhm.
our bastion is going to be, so that place, if I remember correctly, when we went down the secret stairs into the bottom,
No.
secret tunnel, was the whole nasty place
Mhm.
with the cages and the altar and all of that. But also, that was where Halson grew a giant tree so that we could all tree stride.
Correct.
If the tree is still there, I think the first thing Udazash does is goes down to that spot and destroys everything but the tree, including the ceiling, with the assumption that what is above this spot is hopefully not more bastion, but sky. And if she's wrong, she'll just keep destroying what's up there because she needs sky.
Okay.
So hopefully nothing important is up there because she's just going to keep destroying up above because she figures the best way to cleanse this place of cages is sky. That's her reasoning. So that's kind of this first part of it. It's not really building any of the official things that we want to do, but she's going to that's what she's going to do is clear it all out. Maybe like haul some dirt down there. Maybe we'll grow some other stuff. I don't know. But like specifically make sure that tree has access to sky. And now it is Halson has 3. We don't have cages or that altar thing to yeah, that was all bad. This is very nice.
I will
Hopefully
say,
nobody was going to have a room up there. I'm sure.
I was gonna say, I like the idea that like the spot that you're clearing, like just so happens to like encroach a little bit on like a shitty garden of like a noble person who's like it's the Minecraft like block break, and then just you and the person are like staring at each other, and they're like
Hi.
tea in hand. I knew I should have moved.
I mean, you could share the spot if you want. I could
Oh.
just tear down this whole spot, and then you could have access to the 3 too. I'm sure Halson would like to meet you too.
That's such a great idea. They're like putting the tea down, starting to gather their things. I love that. It's so great, so nice. Let me go talk with my and they just leave. They just
Okay.
turn and go.
Just let me know, okay? And then yeah, like so she's anyone that she can pull to help with this destruction is at any point pulled for any specific reason. So yeah, Marcus, if there is, can you punch a wall? Winifred, can you Eldritch Blast a wall? Leopold, can you use magic against a wall? She will reach into the bag because she's like, oh, Larry can help with this, and I think he's back in the bag. And PJ, roll a d8.
Uh-oh.
Because she thinks that Larry lives in the bag because she
no.
hasn't been able to find Larry.
Oh no.
I rolled an
It's still Larry. Okay. I'm waiting for the moment in where we pull out something other than yeah. So she
Got it.
pulls
Oh,
Larry.
no.
Hey, hi. Would you like to help me destroy really bad things?
He like stands up on his back legs and just his whole big bare belly just like hangs out.
Look around before you. If it's not the tree, it can be destroyed. Go forth.
You just see he just lumbers forward and starts just going ham on anything that's not the tree.
Yep.
And at one point, like you've seen some bears smile. He is having the time of his life,
Excellent.
just destroying a bunch of shit.
Love it. And yeah,
Uh,
that's as far as my first move. That's what I'm gonna do.
Love it.
I'd like to start a petition to rename that magical item the Bag of Larry.
So at some point, when you roll something other than an 8, Udazesh is gonna have a reaction. But so far, this is Larry's bag, and Larry's always gonna come out of the bag.
I love this. I love it so much. All right. Who's next?
I have something, but I think this will also probably require the group's feedback. So I had this one idea, and then we mentioned something. I'm like, ooh, I have this other idea. So I want to see how you all feel about this, right? So regardless of the how, the what is going to be a training area. I think a training area would be really great, not only just for the marshals in the group, but for anyone. And there's some great moments we can have there. However, you mentioned that this is the emptied bastion of the Brightshields. And that tells me, PJ and Marcus, that strategically speaking, there are former Brightshields in this city, as well as a need to protect the community from either angry former Brightshields or outsiders that have their own agenda.
Fair.
I would like to offer this: an opportunity for those who throw away their shields and burn their holy sigils, be trained by me, and become the militia of El Terrell. You, no gods, no masters, only the community. That is my pitch to the party, the GM, and everyone in El Terrell, should you accept it.
I would first leave that to the party.
That's why I'm bringing it up. Party, how do you feel about that?
Okay, I mean, it's either that or kill them. So that makes sense to me.
I think what's on my brain is I'm almost positive people who are not Bright Shields in El Terrell are the militia of El Terrell. It's like the big thing about them coming back and taking back their city. So I think there is a militia. So if anything, they're joining them versus joining a group that we're creating, if that makes sense. But I'm down for them being rehabilitated or death.
Awesome.
They made their choice, so we can make another choice now.
All right.
I'm not too keen on death, but I don't like them. So I'll leave Winnie and Udazesh to be the deciding factor.
It's either return to the community and help rebuild, or get the fuck out.
Yeah,
exactly.
And get the fuck out peacefully, or we're gonna have a goddamn problem.
But we won't have a problem. I will kill them.
You know what? Let's leave that. Let's leave that for maybe a one shot / hundreds of shots,
like
whatever it is.
That's the subtext. I think that's the subtext is do it peacefully,
or
we let the ranger go after you.
Yeah.
And I think the first couple of people we bring on in, Winifred tries to make that the subtext, and Udazesh just can't help herself, because to her there's you rehabilitate yourself or death. There's no in between, because she doesn't put people in cages. And so eventually you just have to like explain to her, no, like you don't need to say it out loud. Everybody kind of understands it, or else she's every time is going to be like, or I will shoot you.
Yeah. I feel like something like the three of us lined up, and it would be two giant piles of like wooden holders, with pyres ready to light at the moment's notice. All you gotta do is thaumaturgy, bah, and they're gonna go off. And it's just like, you have a choice now. You can either throw away your holy symbols and your brightest shields that you own. Let me train you alongside the militia. We can all be kunya, or you can either stay here and die, or run away and die tired. The community needs y'all. Whether you need them, that's not for you to decide. Well, you have one decision you can make now. Stand with us, throw away your past, and live. Or die.
Make me an intimidation check. I'm going to say with advantage.
Doesn't Marcus now have special traits for that?
I believe I think it was proficiency that I gave for either persuasion or intimidation, one of the two.
Yes, I actually already have proficiency in intimidation, and I think I may or may not have a feat that or ability that gives me advantage. Either way, regardless of that, die face 18 for a total of 24.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You basically, this message is like sent out amongst the city. And at first you're wondering if they're gonna be smart or stupid. Until one day that elevator from the lower level rises, and there are about, we'll say, actually, what am I doing? I have dice for a reason.
What? What are dice?
No,
Never heard of them.
crazy.
Don't know her.
Wow.
What?
Uh, 12 individuals that look like shit. Some of them still have their armor on, but it has been covered in what looks like food. It's been battered. You can see that there's signs of them being like attacked. There's just open wounds and whatnot.
They
but
got fucking jumped.
They got jumped. Others look a little bit more anxious as they sort of step towards what was once their conclave. One in particular. And Leo, I want you to know I never forgot about this individual when we were talking about your character origin. One of them, Leo knows very well. An individual who made it a point anytime Leo was in the streets to single him out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name, Leo?
Hold
I don't think we actually ever gave him a name.
But I think I might have written something down. Hold on.
You're
Notes.
good.
I have y'all. I am a
Take your
note keeper
time.
in many different groups. There we go. Did I name him? No, that's not him. Other person. No. No, I did not name him.
Okay.
His name will be like
Winston.
Gustav or Griffin or
Griffith?
Griffith.
Oh, I like Griffith.
He goes by Griff.
That's fair.
Sounds like a tool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ha!
My guts don't like that.
One of which is Griff. We'll say he's a tall, muscular human.
Mm-hmm.
He's got like rust-colored hair, but then there's some, like, as his age is starting to show, some of that rust color is starting to turn a little silvery. His armor looked like at one point it was the nicer of the group, but clearly enough time has passed and enough violence has happened that it looks the most battered and beaten and broken. He is the one to sort of step up and just sort of keeps a little bit of a distance from Marcus. I assume you're like out maybe as you're meeting them. He says, "Is there pay?"
Bitch! Sorry.
Wait, was that Leo or CB? I'm here for both.
You don't get to terrorize this place and then try to ask for money.
Right.
And I want to say that whoever is out here, I think it's Marcus is probably, I don't know if it is actually when they're out here or they're doing other things. I assume, but I didn't want to. He was standing like probably like slightly next to Marcus, maybe slightly behind. Not really like giving Marcus the commander role, if that makes sense. Because bringing that soldier out of him. But as that person steps forward and asks that question, Leo steps forward slightly and puts a hand on Marcus's shoulder. May I?
I don't turn my head because I need to keep the view on everybody, but an eyebrow is raised. There's a slight turn in your direction, and I say, Allons, bon ami. Do what you have to do.
Right. Before he discussed any type of payment, we needed to be abundantly clear. You all did a very bad thing in a town that I have come to call home. And more than anything, I have every reason not to like you. More so, every reason to see to it that you no longer breathe. But I don't believe in not giving second chances. So I'm going to do something, and no, you cannot say no to this. Because you won't know what's happening. I'm going to immediately blink. My eyes are going to blare with that vibrant purple grayish tone that they have. And I'm going to scan every single last one, detect thoughts, to see if any of them are intending to not be fully into this, be fully of the community. If any of them are intending to cause harm, to plot, and understand that with my psionic ability, I can go forward without concentration or components, and they will not know if I have gone deeper.
Holy shit.
I am a telepath for a reason.
Hell yeah. There are general thoughts of discomfort and a clear sign that, like, a couple of them are like, God, we used to run this city, and now look at us. Like, they're
eating fucking crow.
disappointment. Yeah, they're eating crow. But all of them know that you guys fucking killed Archon the Cruel. So going against that is like signing a death warrant. They are well aware. And so none of them are like planning anything tricksy. They are far too worried about their own lives to do that.
Including Griff?
With Griff, you get several thoughts and memories of your encounters. But he does seem to be amenable, and it doesn't show any sign of wanting to betray or scheme or get one over on you guys.
Great. Every point needs a period. Can he make a strength saving throw, please?
Sure. That is a 15.
That is a fail. He immediately gets shunted towards me, and I assume he's tall. He's a lot taller than me. Leo's not like short, but he's a small guy. He gets immediately drawn towards me, and I rise up off the ground to meet him at eye level, and my hand goes around his neck. I am not the child you can bully anymore. If you're going to be here, you're going to listen to him. Do I make myself clear?
Crystal.
Good. We need more bookcases. He's going to turn and walk back and let Marcus do what he needs to do, as the study is not done. He doesn't care about that anymore. Just wanted to make sure that they weren't going to turn. He will walk away.
Jeez.
I'm gonna assume now, Leopold. Would you allow anyone else to hear the conversation, or is that between you and Griff?
Oh no, that was out loud.
Okay, so as you walk away, I, again, not losing eyesight on this formation, I walk up and put a heavy, strong hand on Griffin's shoulder, and I say to him, "Look like you've been relegated to servant duty. You gotta earn your way up to soldier. Now, I suggest you get to work and you do whatever that young man tell you to do. And when you earn your way to my formation, then you get the joy of me breaking you. You understand, Couillon?"
Yes, sir.
Oorah. And I just throw him in the direction of Leo. Like, this is holy ground, motherfucker. When soldiers stand at attention, it's holy. You have not heard us right. Get the fuck out of my formation.
All right, cool.
And then, yeah, so once they say yes, everything's copacetic and we're all agreed that we understand how this works and what it means in the community, right? I'm gonna get all their bright shields, throw them in one pyre, all their holy symbols, throw them in the other, and I'm gonna make it very clear: you are allowed to have any god in your home. When you are in line, the only god you have is named Marcus Hellhammer, and you will worship me by doing what I say, and you will show respect by doing as I do. Burn your holy symbols, burn your fucking shields, and pray at home. On my line, I am your god. And the minute they do that, I just snap up my fingers, woof, and they go up and fire, and I say, congratulations, you ain't Brightshield no more. Now, you cousins. And I just kind of shove them around and get them
Cousins.
I was
No,
going to
we're
use
cousins.
my my accentuation fan, but it seems to have disappeared. So
Mine is
No.
also not around immediately.
just pretend. Look, oh my god, it's so cool. Anyway,
And thus we have a training ground, everybody.
yeah,
Nice.
I like it.
Oh my
I love
goodness.
All right,
Oh, I think that leaves me.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. I think Winnie's been doing a lot of work to clear the space, as it were. Because we all remember what the Brightshield was about. They did not protect anything except for their own interests and their own fucking coin purses. They allowed the likes of Archon the fucking Cruel to infiltrate and use their stronghold as a ritual site. So first and foremost, we're clearing that shit out.
Hell yeah.
And so Winnie will take the time to quite literally walk the length and breadth of the former Brightshield Conclave with incense, with a bell, with a flawless black raven feather, using the smoke and the sound to clear the energy of the space and make sure there is nothing left of Archon and his machinations.
Hell yeah. You definitely, and we'll say that this is across the board for anybody that is staying in there or working on stuff in there. The air of the conclave lightens, and there's this oppressive weight on your chest, almost like just something latent, so slight that you didn't even realize it was there, lifts, and you realize you can actually take a full breath in here. Whatever demons that lay in wait of this conclave are cleansed over time. It is quite a large building, but over time, things just get a little bit brighter in here. Not like the shield. The ritual it gets rid of. Anyway, so was there a additional like room or facility that you wanted to introduce? And Udazash, I do want to touch base with you as well, because I know you cleared out the stuff with the cages and everything. Just want to touch base on like any additional rooms that you would like.
Well, yeah, once we do the full cleanse of the space, there are a couple of things that Winnie will do as we're sort of transferring what we know from the Grove to this new bastion. Any of the druids of the Grove who are willing, Winnie will offer trade or coin for seedlings.
Love that.
Anything and everything she can get her hands on, from herbs for tea, herbs for healing, like maybe even a couple of small fruit plants. And there will be a space dedicated to what any good healer will need, including, but not limited to, a small hothouse. That Woodinford makes it very clear. I don't want to tell you all what to do, but if you need something from that greenhouse, you might want to ask me. Most of what is in there is incredibly poisonous, so don't just go picking around, all right?
But does it taste good?
Go throw up.
Screaming.
Right now? Right now?
Are you asking if it tastes good because you tried to taste something already?
Well, yes and no. I mean, I only tasted a couple of things, which did taste
Go throw
good.
up. Go throw
Okay.
up.
Udazash goes off screen. There is stuff that happens. Comes back on screen. Is chewing on charcoal, which you don't know where she got this from. It does not taste as good. Okay, so all of it in there? It's a very big hothouse.
All of it. All of it. Just anything that is edible, I will provide. Otherwise, don't.
Okay. It did taste
Thanks.
very good, though. And she skips off.
I love it. All right. Just adding my notes here. Okay. Udazash. So you cleansed, you cleared out the cages and everything in that lower level. You brought the sun in for that tree, which I will say, this tree is a little special. Just for additional flavor, you can make mechanics out of it if you want. It's entirely up to you. The leaves are somewhere between green and blue. There's a little bit of bioluminescence to them as well. It's clear that whatever seed that Halson had planted here and grew, this tree was something special. And there's just this little bit of like an air of peacefulness that you can kind of feel around it.
Nice. After that's done, and I think done for Udazash is it's just kind of an open space to the sky, and Winifred has come through and done the spiritual part of the cleansing, because yeah, there was lots of bad stuff going on here. She goes and finds where Leo has been stashing the bookcases. And
I think they're just like in an open area because he doesn't know where people want the library. So he's just like, and you just pile it right here. Just don't break them.
did you want all the bookcases outside? It's going to rain, and then all the books are going to get wet.
No. And almost immediately there's just like a slight buffering just in case any rain starts to come down. So just like no, I wanted to. He was busy being a commander, but I know he wanted a library, and I think you all like books too. I just didn't know where to put it. Yeah.
Oh, well, I would like a library too, and we should figure that out because, I mean, we should figure out where to put it, and then we should figure out where to put all the bookshelves, and then we should get books, which I have some ideas about, but we can do that. I mean, first place, then bookshelves, then books, because otherwise we're just piling them on the floor. And have you ever been in one of those bookshops where they just pile all the books on the floor? It smelled really nice, but not easy to find things.
No. This was a staging area, I guess. I didn't want to place it in the wrong room because I know I need, and as he says, that one of the bookshelves just lifts and just moves over like 5 feet and sets down. I know I need that one at least for the study to put some spell books and things. But the rest can really go wherever we want the library to be.
Okay, let's figure that out, and then Larry and I can help with the books shelves. Books. Do we even have any books? I mean, I've got like a couple.
Oh yeah. I think
books will come later. Books will come later. We'll figure that out.
We'll figure out books.
Where were you thinking for the library?
Well, we should probably find the biggest space Because I feel like we're gonna need a lot of books. Or if we want to make it a specialized area, we could also do that. Or
Ooh. Do you want to have like 4 specialized areas that are connected in a cool way?
sure. Yes. I think that's wonderful. I think we should immediately, Marcus and Winnie, in your minds you hear, can we all talk about where where the library should be? Because I don't really know, and I'm having a brain meltdown.
Yeah.
That's the decision paralysis is getting you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right. Give me a second, love.
Okay.
So I am assuming part of clearing this place out included clearing out the things in the towers,
towers?
that were the anti-magic fields, which we never actually got a chance to look at, but we knew were Berg and evil.
I was thinking out loud. I didn't say it out loud. I was thinking that the study and at least the arcane, so like the teleportation center could be in its own spot. I was thinking the study and that circle was probably in one of the towers. Just because I don't know how big the place actually is, and that's had a collection of magic.
So that was what, like when you come on over, that's kind of what Udazash is going to recommend, because there were 4 of them. Of like, okay, so you wanted like an arcane library, and then we were going to do like the teleportation library, and then we could do like a library, and then like the 4th library, because those are really big spots. And then I've always liked the idea of like library in the round, because then you can just be in one spot and go, ooh.
We can
And then look for the thing that you need and not have to be like going down the rows of shelves.
we can do that. I don't mind. Yes, they're equidistant from each other. Oh,
I don't see any problem.
hi, Winnie.
Hello, dear.
You're very quiet.
Oh, am I?
No, you. I didn't hear you walk up.
Oh,
That's because she was on
You're
the
talking
broom.
about my gain.
Streamers.
Yup.
Oh, no, I don't see any problem with that.
Did you have any thoughts?
Well, we'll need an area for the arcane, we said.
Yeah.
Would anyone be opposed to something focused around the divine?
I mean, it's going to be an awesome library no matter what we do.
Sure. I don't think I'm allowed to say no.
I mean,
I don't see any problem with it. Wait, hold on. Out of character. We're still in the mind space, right? This word's happening through mind.
I
stuff?
assumed you'd all come over. That's why.
Winnie has
okay.
walked over. If you're not walked over yet, you're in the mind space.
Yeah.
I'll be in the mind space and you just hear me going, man, they really need to learn how to use their damn hips. Anyway, listen, I have a thought. I have a lot of books that are I guess you could say maybe not God friendly that I need to put up in that library. So, Chef, if you want to do a divine thing, I'm all about that. But I want to make sure that my books can be there and not, basically piss anyone off.
I mean, as long as they're not sentient, I think it'll be fine.
There's one book that's like, oh, what the fuck? And then
Yeah.
just like slowly like waddles away.
You say that, but there is a book. There's a book that is a direct conduit to Asmodeus.
Yeah.
And that is
Sure.
kind of a very important heretical book.
Yeah, let's be
I mean,
real.
is it sentient or is it just like a text message book?
That's
Kind of a
that's
text
fair.
message
fair.
book. And if we're being honest, you don't really need that anymore.
True. Better to have and not need, though. That's what I
Well,
think.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so God Library, Arcane Library, Library. What was the other place going to be? Oh, Teleportation Library.
That's already the
Oh.
teleportation. I accidentally came here. There's a lot of like a ley line, or there's a lot of concentration, and I was able to hone in on that. So I think that's where the teleportation circle will be. I've already got the sigils written out. But yes, if the arcane place, do you want like a Do you want it to be a library or just like more like a worship place, like a church or a sanctuary or?
If there's space for it.
Well, we have 4 different towers.
And if you don't want to put it in the tower, there's so much space. There was like hundreds or tens of people that lived here. We can find you a space if you want to actually.
Hundreds or tens of people.
There's a lot of people here. We will, Winnie, if you want a place to say thank you to the Raven Queen, we will find you space.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll find a space.
Yeah.
In mind space, Marcus, we have a lot of bookshelves for you. So at some point, you and the others have to move that because I'm weak.
You just tell me where to put a bone to me and I shall move it, okay?
Just for fun.
Oh,
Marcus, can you repeat that one more time in your character voice?
I thought I did. I have to go a little better.
That's fine.
I said, yeah, you tell me where to move the bone to me and I shall do that.
Oh, no.
Is that in the teleport? Is that in the bond?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that. First of all, get that out.
Udazash and Leo, you watch Winnie physically bristle. It's like a cat. Like if she had fur and a tail, it would be puffed up and on end.
I have to ask. Was it just like a shadowy voice? The guy did speak to me, so I would recognize voice.
It sounded like his voice. It just sounded like there was a little bit of like an echo with it.
A little feedback.
A little bit of feedback.
Marcus,
like a layered voice.
Marcus,
sorry.
I was like, Marcus, in your mind, you hear the loudest door slam. Closed. Did you all hear that?
Yeah, is Marcus in just like a very big space? It's like his mind is echoing.
That's different.
No, I think it's part of the contract.
That his mind echoes? That's a weird thing to put into a contract.
I don't like that. I don't want that seeping into.
I'm working on it.
Marcus, you hear as the door slightly opens.
Marcus, make your mind stop echoing. It's freaking everybody out.
I don't take my mind doing nothing but speaking.
It's definitely echoing. Like you're in
Slam.
a big, like you're in a very big. I don't think Udazash notices. Like you're in a very big space. Like I hear there's like mind palaces you can go in.
Udazash.
Yes? Hi. Yeah.
I don't think it's something he can control, darling.
I'm going to have to put his mind into TSA.
What's a TSA?
Tactical somatic anomalies. I don't know. I have to. If that's going to be a problem, he's not allowed access fully in brain.
I don't know for sure if it is just a side effect or if that means he, and when he kind of grits her teeth as she says it, just has an ear on him at all times. But I'm doing my research, Leo. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I trust you. I just don't want it accidentally. Because I'll fight back. I can't use my hands, but this is I flex my brain.
Your brain is in very, very strong, and I trust the both of you. If you do not like Marcus's echo, then we will talk out loud instead of talking in minds. Also, Leo, you really need to oil the parts of your mind. That's a very weird sound to hear parts of your mind creaking. Your mind is very, very, very strong, but kind of creaky.
Here, Leo, here's some fantasy WD-40 I found. Maybe it'll help.
Well, thanks.
God damn it, PJ.
Oh my god.
I read that. I read that, and I can't unread it.
PJ. PJ. No, we don't want Gruntor.
PJ McGaw.
He'll just look at Winnie. When you work on things, I will. I want to help.
Me too.
Because if it's affecting more than just the physical, then that's where I can come in.
I don't know the particulars yet, but and Winnie's saying this out loud. I don't know the particulars yet. I don't know the full details of that fucking contract, but devils and fae, they ain't that different.
Okay, well, let's focus on getting this place up and not that.
Getting the libraries going so that we can put the books in the library, so we can do the research that we need to do to find out the things we need so that we can break contracts and kill gods.
Yeah. Okay. So, out of character, one tower for the arcane study, and we can honestly put that with the teleportation circle. It can be as offshoot, so we're gonna worry about. So, one of the 4 towers for the arcane study, one of the 4 towers for the actual library. Greenhouse has been accounted for, which is also workshop, correct?
Greenhouse, hothouse, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I figured it was like it's the greenhouse / garden. So you've got like open plots and then like a little section towards the back that is the covered area where all the poisonous shit lives.
Fair. Training area handled, because I'm sure this was a place for guards and paladins.
It's a fucking garrison.
This is garrison. That's definitely training area.
A divine study.
And the divine area where Winnie wants that to be. I think that's other than fully understanding where workshop might be for tattoo. I think that's our bastion facilities.
You know what? Where the tree lives. I think at one point Winnie wanders her way down there after the wreckage has been cleared out, and it's just sort of this open space. It's like the only thing I can liken it to, and God forgive me, I'm such a fucking nerd. If any of you have watched the most recent Interview with the Vampire, there's the facility that Rashid and Louis live in Dubai, and it's got that indoor tree.
You and I are way too much alike, because that's where my brain went when I was thinking about this tree.
Listen,
Same
that was
fucking brain.
That was where my brain was like, that would be the coolest version of what I would like. So,
So we've got this big, beautiful, like twisted, reaching, pseudo bioluminescent oak in this sort of open, empty stone chamber. And I think at some point when he sort of steps her way around behind the tree, it takes a little time because she has a strength of 8, but she pulls over what is left of maybe like a corner of the old altar. And she spends the next couple of days physically scrubbing it down. Not only rinsing it of the negative energy, but physically scrubbing off anything that would have remained from the previous ritual. And she takes candles and a small effigy of a woman in black robes with a blank porcelain mask. And in sort of a corner, a nook of this tree is a small shrine that slowly begins to take place.
You still get visits from your champion ever so often, your patron. But it doesn't feel as heavy or foreboding. And as you are making this place of worship, the bioluminescent leaves on this tree just sort of sparkle just a little bit brighter. It's sort of a wordless sign that she is pleased.
I'm glad you approve, my lady.
Is there anything else that you guys would like to do as you are making your home?
I think at some point, probably while gathering, because I realized very quickly with with the Bastion rules, you get people who can watch over certain things. Callan is going to watch over the arcane study.
Kellen was already in there.
Yeah.
Like a nosy motherfucker.
Kellen was already like, all right, so you have this volume. Where are you? Why are you missing Incantations Volume 3? Didn't you have that in your collection?
It's floating behind his head.
Mage Hand just materializes and slowly reaches back and like pushes it around while it's still floating and slides it into place.
He's gonna like come up behind Callan and like wrap arms around waist, give him a peck on his cheek, as he's like looking at the bookcase. So this is like your domain, you know that, right?
Oh, I'm already bringing my stuff in here. Yes, I'm fully aware.
Oh, you were just gonna do it without asking?
Mhm.
Someone's rubbing off on you.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's not like, well, I don't know. Somebody else was gone for so long. So.
He like moves back. His body, Kellen's body, forcibly turns around to face him. He's like, "I thought you weren't mad about that."
I wasn't.
You were mad.
I was a little mad.
I'm sorry.
I suppose it was for good reason. You did sort of save your friend. So
A lot happened. Where is Mishka?
she is watching Marcus and the Brightshield laughing. I believe she found a bottle of old fire whiskey somewhere in the Conclave, and she is enjoying it. I don't think she learned the lesson from last time, but
No, she didn't. That's okay. And he's gonna like kind of like walk and just like not survey like a supervisor surveying the work. But I think he starts to walk and just takes in the space, because home is such a very specific notion for Leo. And it's not home yet. It might be, it might not be in the future. But it feels like at least a hearth, a comfort in a way. But as he walks, so a lot is with me. A lot is elevating. I don't really know what to make of that yet. It's. I feel like if I really put my mind to it, I'm worried about. It's also talking back.
what do you mean it?
he like wipes his hand, like his hands up like down, and as he does, Illithid form goes back to human form. Yeah. Oh, technically,
Just so I'm.
that was a 6. You see him like shudder as he does that a bit.
Mm,
Um, it's a. You're the smart one. These things, these.
the tadpole.
Yeah.
It's still somewhere in there.
Well, it didn't go away.
Well, not that I thought it went away. I meant more the persona that accompanied it. There's still a presence.
I didn't really know it was or feel it until recently. It like it's pushing me to like embrace my potential.
Well, if we learned anything from the Illithid, it is that inevitably means only the pursuit of your psionic abilities and only the superiority that comes with that.
I'm already a noble. I don't need another strike. Book? No.
I wasn't doing anything.
I feel like he has
The mage hand just pushes it back into the shelf.
I wanted to tell you because Mishka is I'm going to tell her, of course, but she is act first, think never, and you are think first, act sometimes with consent, and I need to think first before.
Okay.
Should I stop using it?
Using your psionic abilities?
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. I think that you are in a very fortunate position in that you can do these things and have these abilities without submitting to the control of the tadpole. If it's speaking to you, that is worrisome, but at the end of the day, it's not like it has forced any of your abilities. Correct? It's not like you were being directly influenced? Right?
Not. It hasn't physically done anything yet, but it has. I felt a hand raise once, and no. I have control. I think.
Okay. The I think part?
Wait, isn't that what we're doing? We're thinking now before we act.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have control.
When we're back to the Mm-hmm. Okay.
It'll be fine. I think with this we can also learn a lot about what it will mean and what I can do and what might happen. I'm very fortunate that I'm even here right now after what happened at Baldur's Gate. So I'm hopeful that we're not just delaying that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, I'm not the biggest fan of this idea, but it might be worth something. Okay, when I was studying, before I met you, there was we thought he was a bard. We thought he was some tall tale storyteller who was convinced that he knew the ins and the outs of all of the creatures everywhere at once. We very quickly kicked him out because he was annoying. But it turns out he may have released some manuscripts recently that some scholars are calling genius. So I can try and put in a word. Maybe.
If this, I guess, metaphorical guide to monsters could work, then sure.
Okay. I was kind of really hoping that you wouldn't, but that's fine.
You're the
It's
smart
fine.
one. I'm not going to say no to you.
Sweet and a little nauseating, but I will put out some feelers and see if I can't maybe arrange a meeting from an interested student hoping to study with the great Volo.
His name is Volo. That's a weird name.
We are convinced it was a choice.
Oh, okay. Then we will. I won't do anything until we get more information. I'll
Well,
try not to.
I say that maybe one of these nights when everything is done being moved in, maybe that could be a cozy book reading night or something. I don't know.
We just got to convince Mishka to join us.
There are some good picture books that I did find specifically for her. And they're the spicy variety, so I'm pretty sure it should hold her attention.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that's good. I should probably. What do you? I know you're food. I will get food. We should get food.
Yes, I agree. Is Marcus cooking?
Um.
If he is, I'm just going to stay in here while he does, because I feel like there was some tension last time with recipes and whatnot. So,
Oh, yeah. No, he's good. He's better than you may think.
I will take your word for it.
He will give him a kiss on the cheek again. Like look at a book, switch to books because they were wrong. And then he will walk out.
Okay, that was one error.
There's another one as the book falls on the ground.
Rude. Marcus. Is there anything? So we've got your training yard. We've got the men that you are training. I believe there was mention of a tattoo studio, and I wanted to follow up on that.
Yes. I believe somewhere in the workshop, or at least in a comparable space, I'm going to sanitize the environment and get out these massive tables with a very thick and luxurious, like rich black leather cushioned table and some kind of metal privacy screens and a whole to-do. And I want this to look like, if I had to epitomize a sort of modern aesthetic for Marcus, I believe it's a sort of like a metalhead biker bar kind of, what's that one style where like the girls wear like the bangs, the dudes wear pompadours, but they're all tatted out.
Rockabilly?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, rockabilly.
Like a metalhead biker bar rockabilly vibe. In fact, if anyone let me in my workstation on the walls, I'm probably gonna go crazy and just draw like a bunch of really just bombastic art on the wall, like heavy, deep, rich red coloring and black and silver negative space and empty silhouettes of like a demon with a cowboy hat drinking Jack Daniels, and just absurd vibes, absolutely absurd, like flames coming out of an absolutely gorgeous V12 engine, like some Hemi shit. Just
This is what you meant when you were saying rock and roll. Okay. Now this makes more sense.
Yes,
I feel
you're right.
I feel like I have to have a specific setting on Sirenscape. Anytime we go into Marcus's shop, there's got to be some ridiculous metal playing just cuz.
Yep. I feel like in order to like work in his parlor, if this like breaks off and actually becomes like a holy site for tattooing, it's like your gauges must be this long, your neck must be not visible. Like I want people who walk the fucking walk and talk over here.
Hell yeah.
And he's putting all that up, and there's like in interspersed everywhere, there is absolutely every single rune and sigil, forbidden name, and lore. The one name he does not put, because that would give him viewership and veneration, of course, is Asmodeus. Fuck that guy. And also, well, Zariel, because she sucks too. But like, there's a bunch of like other dudes' names all over. And it's like, who's that? Oh, that's Timmy. Timmy's wild. I just love him back when I was down there. Timmy's great. We love Timmy. And so I get all that together. I get all my tools, my ink, and a bunch of my lookbooks and my style guides and my practice manuscripts. I just want a vibe. Because here's the best part. If you don't want a tattoo, but let's say it's a late night and we're having a party, we can rock out here is also a hope.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Like a lounge.
And then, of course, exactly. And then a
There's a
24-hour
bar.
period. It's a bot,
Yeah.
yes. Now, granted, no drink while you're getting a tattoo, but if you're watching, you can absolutely have a drink.
That's true. No, you don't drink and tattoo because that's a bad idea. Because you'll bleed a lot.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. At one point, whoever's on the main floor by the front door, there are a few knocks, like heavy knocks at the door.
Okay. I'm going to I'm cleaning my utensils. I stop, put them down as some cleaning solution. I take off the black leather gloves I have to keep my hands sanitary. Put them over there to get cleaned. I go to the door, open it up.
And you are face to face with a femme presenting Goliath.
Oh, no, wait a minute. I'm 6'9". It's more like
Yeah.
yeah.
They are ripped to fucking shit. They have the black stripe across their eyes, and then the stripe that goes from the bottom lip all the way down past the chin in just war paint. And they've got a crazy sleeve of tattoos going down their left arm. You can see they're wearing like a mixture of fur and leather armor, and they've got a big a huge backpack slung over one shoulder. Here for the bar interview.
You see Marcus kind of stare for a bit and goes, like, you want to give drinks or like you want to be the bar?
Give the drinks.
Okay. No, well, apologies, more frown as hearing how that came out. No, I meant like, because you know what? Come on inside, let's talk.
Sorry, you're not my cup of tea anyway. And she just like pushes right past you. What are we looking at? Where's your supply? Just sort of like you just hear whatever's in that backpack just like land hard on the ground near one of like the tables maybe.
Marcus is gonna start pointing around, describing everything like tattoo stations, dancing, whatever. We keep bottled drinks down there in the larder. We keep all manner of whiskey and spirits over there in the dry cellar. No wine, unfortunately, but you want a wine, you can wine outside.
She just dead stares at your dad joke.
I dead stare back, like I know what I said.
My fee is 20 gold a night. You get 50% of the tips.
All right. 20 a night, 50% on tip. I'll tell you what, you keep doing good. You got some good artwork on you. Do you actually do that yourself, or did you have someone give you that sleeve?
I did have someone give me the sleeve.
Oh. If they're looking for a place to work, I could use them here. But if you want to get more work done, I'll tell you what. You keep working really hard, and I'll give you 50% off tattooing rates. You keep your 20 and half a tip. How's that sound?
I'll think about it.
Just putting it out there. In the meantime, I'm thinking about having a little celebration to signify Space's grand reopening. I might have myself a little boucherie. Me, you like pork?
Sure.
Great, because we're going to need a lot of drinks to choke that pork down. So, I'll be needing you then. If you need any sort of backup, call on Marcus Elham. I'll come running, okay?
Just FYI, if any of you vomit anywhere near my bar, I feel like I should have full right to boots to asses show you the door. Is that fair?
Me oh my, a bartender and a bouncer. By all means, do what you gotta do.
Cool. Great. Name's Yara. And she just like hops behind the bar, grabs that huge backpack and like sets it down on the wood, and she starts taking out weaponry. Like there's a huge battle axe, and as she pulls it out, you realize that this is a bag of holding, and this thing is huge, and she just like slams it into the wall, and with the impact it's enough that it sinks in to the wood just a little bit. Cool. And then she just starts setting up more and more accoutrement to just dress it up a little bit.
At that point, the door opens up and Udazash just like unceremoniously comes walking in, kind of in the same way that she did at your tattoo shop back in Baldur's Gate, despite the fact that you have not invited her or anything. Oh, this place is looking great. Oh, this is very nice. New friend? Hi. Sorry, I have to talk to Marcus. New friend?
No, this employee, she, you said your name was Yara, right?
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to you. What?
Okay, cool. So their name Yara. They're gonna be bartender and bouncing, and tattoos later. Yeah, nay. Come see, come aside.
We literally met like 10 minutes ago. Maybe let me settle in before you offer to permanently stain my skin with your filth.
Yeah, okay. Whew, look, it's gonna be a minute, but eventually she's gonna want to get a tattoo. When that time comes, Marcus gonna be there. Turn that canvas into a canvas. So yeah, she's gonna be working here.
I mean, I do kind of agree with you want to know someone a little bit longer in order to, get the whole tattoo thing. But I mean, it doesn't take me longer than 10 minutes to make friends with somebody. So, hi. Anyway, about doing the whole tattoo thing. So, when are you going to try to give me a tattoo? Have you ever tattooed Dragonborn? We talked about this for like a year and we just kept dancing around it.
Yeah, I don't think we've actually landed on that. Morfrey, I would love to give you some ink. Do you have any idea what you want? Where you want it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And she digs into her bag and she pulls out like a scrap of paper that she's written some stuff down on. She goes, so it's kind of just a list of names, and I want it, like, we should probably like test it out because I have no idea what color would actually work. Like, because like, what color is gonna work on me? I don't really care as long as it shows up, but I want it right here. And she's gonna point at her forearm, like just a list right here. And she's gonna hand over a piece of paper that has a list of names on it that I will give to you during the break.
Awesome. He's going to look at the list of names, and he's going to look at you and look at the list of names because he knows what a list of names means, and he goes,
I will say you do recognize one name on there.
Who is
Gideon.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to say this in character. So after I look at the list, I look back to you and I say, is this list the kind of list where the names are supposed to get scratched out, Morfrey?
I mean, I hope not. I'm getting them permanently put onto my body, so that would be a very hard tattoo to do. Like, put it on, scratch it off. I mean, I'm hoping at this point when you put it on and I shed, I don't lose it. But I mean, you might have to keep putting it on after I shed. I don't know.
I mean, if you want that, I can do that. Also, I need to work with the. So you see, skin's got a bit like a bouncy texture to it. It's like trying to write your name in jello, like a meaty kind of stew that's been frozen. I ain't never worked with your kind of flesh before, so I'm gonna have to get some proxies.
No, don't call it flesh. That is
Meat,
no, don't flesh. What
Stash?
scales.
No, it's not flesh.
What
Hide.
what do you call hides?
Hide or scales. Hi, Winifred. Tell it. No. That's I don't. Listen, there's nothing wrong with your flesh. Your flesh is fine. Flesh is fine. Not. Ooh, that's gross.
When Winnie walks in and is immediately concerned about the trajectory of the conversation that is happening, and then looks and realizes there's a Goliath. Hello.
There's just a sword that is like literally pushed through the wood of the bar, so it just looks like a spot to hold on to when you get a little too drunk. Aye.
Marcus.
That's
Yeah,
Yara. She is a new friend, not for tattooing, just for friendship.
And also going to be serving drinks and bouncing to my boucherie.
Yara. It's a pleasure to meet you. You can call me Winnie.
Cool.
Right. What about what?
So I'm gonna celebrate with a boucherie, and if I hope you like pork, I'm gonna get me a big old hog. I'm gonna make it nice and juicy and give lots of flavors, like it's sweet. Doesn't matter. I'll tell you when we get there. And when we have a party, she's gonna need a bartend and bounce. And I'm gonna have to get a list of people to tattoo up later. And now, speaking of tattoos, I was talking to our friend here, Udi, and Udi saying she would like to have a tattoo. They would, yeah. But then we got into an argument about if it's hide, if it's flesh, if it's skin, if it's scales.
Not an argument. Listen, if anybody knows what is on my body, it is me. And I would not tell you what's on your body. You told me it's flesh. It's flesh. I'm just going to. This is hide and scales. This is very important.
That's on me to learn, hide and scales. But in order to tattoo hide and scales, I need to prepare, to train to see how the marker is going to draw across your skin. Because I work without scales usually, so I have to get better before I can do that for you.
Okay. It's been a little while since we got into a fight, so I don't really have any loose scales at the moment that are going to come off. Here, punch me right here. And she's gonna point at like her shoulder. Just like at kind of the meteor part where she draws back the bow, where you can kind of tell that this is the arm that has a slight bit more strength, because her strength is also 8, but this is the one that draws back the bow, and so it's got a little bit more of the meat on it.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to like reach my hand back, want the note in it, look and say, "Oh, did I permission to give your note over to Winnie?"
Yeah, sure.
All right. Here's what she wants you to put on her skin. Could you please hold? I'm sorry, her scales. Please hold on to that. And I'm gonna cock my hand back, and as I do that, I'm gonna do kind of like this hook maneuver with my hand, and I'm just going to throw this haymaker with these 2 fingers and just swipe off a bunch of just a plethora of scales. Pop.
Okay.
As they clatter to the ground, Yara just.
Oh, I was hoping you would just do one, but I mean, then that gives you several. Okay. Also, Winifred, when you look at the note, you do recognize 4 more names on it. Gideon and 4 more names.
Are they
the 4 that were on the piece of paper that she showed you?
Mm-hmm.
At that, I don't know where you all are. There is like a chime or something at the door, or like the entrance of the conclave.
Oh, for a second, I thought my scales made that noise, and they've never made that noise before. What was that?
I think it's the door. I'll Zash, here you go, darling.
Marcus, here you go.
Oh, thank you.
Yara, it's nice to meet you, I think.
Yep.
I'll go answer the door.
Who's at the door?
When you open the door, you see a dark-skinned male with white locked hair, braids are pulled back with black and brown, so black, blue, and gold accented robes. And probably somebody very, very jumpy and skittish behind him.
Can you say hi so I can say hi already?
You can say, it's been some time. And you see he has a big backpack on. Someone told me, a little birdie, said there was a library in need of books.
Won't you come in, Professor?
You can call me my name.
Winnie just launches at him.
No.
You want to go to break there?
Let's go to break there. Let's go to break there.
Amazing.
My
Let's
heart is so happy right now.
Oh.
Well, to those in chat, thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to take a quick 10-ish minute break. So go take your bio break. Take your medicine if you haven't. Get a snack, get a drink. We'll see you guys in a few minutes. BRB. And welcome back. And welcome in, Raiders, by the way. I see you.
Hey.
Welcome in. You all, well, I should say, Winnie is standing in the doorway holding Gideon, the former traveling member of this little group, in her arms, as Illithor stands right behind. Okay, can I have one too now, please? Cool.
He just moves slightly to the side.
When he sort of lets go and like gives his shoulders a squeeze and then immediately just barrels into Illithor. Oh god, did you get he's got taller, he got taller, you got taller.
Maybe a little bit.
He got taller, yes.
Oh,
Hi,
hello, darling.
this is cool.
Yes. Welcome to the bastion of the second chances.
Oh, I like that.
The second chances.
Yes.
Someone's making a name for themselves.
Well, I don't know if you heard what we've been up to, Gideon, but apparently word travels fast.
It does. May I come in? Sorry, I didn't want to intrude for too long.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Something tells me you'll be welcome here whenever you like.
Well, yes, those words that, yes, you can run in, Illithor.
Oh, thank God. just sprints like the Flash. Just, oh my God, it's so cool. Like everywhere. he
Don't
goes.
touch anything, he says, as his voice just... Oh.
What was that? I didn't hear you.
Illithor, do not, and I say this with every ounce of authority that I can muster, do not go near that fucking greenhouse.
You have a greenhouse? That's super. Wait.
He gets dad face.
Okay.
Also, Illy, if you could please be on your best behavior here in my tattoo parlor and bar, I would greatly appreciate it, mon frere.
Marcus, and he like jumps up and gives you a big bear hug, and then realizes that you are a lot beefier than last time he saw you, and he's like, "Whoa, are your horns longer?"
Horns are longer, teeth are sharper, and I'm about 7 inches bigger than when you last met me, mon frere.
That's a Tinder profile.
Torso and tats, hit me up.
Oh God.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's cool.
And I think at that same time, Udazash has come out and sees Gideon, who she's just referenced, and has the moment of, I just said your name and I summoned you, and is going to barrel at you, kind of in the same way that Illithor barreled at Marcus, but will stop short of you and go, hi, how did you get here? Doesn't really matter. Can I hug you?
his hands open up clearly, and he wraps arms around Udazash, giving a tight squeeze. Oh, it's been so long, Udazash. How are all of you? I apologize for not checking in sooner. It's been a little hectic at the tower.
You will have to tell us all the stories. Also, you do not have to apologize. I do not know if you could have found us if you tried. Or you probably actually could have found us, but it would have been very hard. We don't stay in one place until now. Look at this place that we have. We're probably not staying here very long.
Well, make the most of the time that you have. Then I brought, and again, it looks like a simple backpack of sorts, but when you open it, it's absolutely a handy haversack with so many books. Just library. Yes, I heard that you were building a thing, and well, someone he gestures up to nothing, hinted that you all could use some help.
Yes.
Did that guy talk to you too? Did the Withers guy talk to you too?
Oof.
I beg your pardon.
Oh.
Because it totally would make sense if he talked to you too. Are you talking to us now?
Oh, no, Monfred. No, Uri, no. Gideon. Mon ami, it's good to see you again. A lot has happened since we had to go separate ways. I think maybe we could catch you up over some libations and a light dinner.
Light? I'm surprised you're not making a full course meal.
Oh, that's tomorrow night, which of course you are invited to the boucherie I have planned for tomorrow evening.
Probably shouldn't stay for the full night. This is technically a school night.
Of course.
You just hear echoing from somewhere in the conclave.
Oh, we lost sight of him. That's not a good sign.
No, and you see Marcus like, no, it's not. No, it's not. And he go running off like, don't touch none of my toys.
I can be persuaded to stay an extra night.
If I may.
Yes, your game.
Kellen comes down. He's got a book in hand. What is all the fuss about? And he looks at Gideon, looks at the black stuff. Like, I assume there's like a pin or some sort of marking. And he kind of crawls into himself. What was that, Leo? I should go. And then he like quickly power walks away.
Oh yeah, I should get Leo. You should meet Leo. He is very cool.
Sure, I'll meet anyone. Again, I don't really mean to overstay my welcome. I just I felt like I haven't seen you in a while, and I'll stay as fair. Fair. You've grown so much in so little time. This is. I feel like it was yesterday when we were literally battling our way out of Baldur's Gate.
We've been through a lot, seen a lot. Gideon, won't you come and sit down? I think we should probably make sure that you and the Black Staff are aware of what's happening.
By all means, and he will let you all lead him to wherever.
We've probably got like some kind of a mess hall or like a dining room.
Yeah.
I'm sure we've got like a nice place to gather, like an actual. I'm not going to call it a study, but like a meeting room-ish with a fireplace and comfy chairs. And
we could in theory have a war room, considering this used to be a military installation where the commanders would meet, have special meetings and planning. Also, if this place had any sort of militia, they would have a mess hall, as like Laura was saying. How nice do you want to entertain Gideon? I guess is the question.
I think we don't have to go to the war room. We don't have to go to the mess hall. It's the communal space. It's it's not the middle of the library, but we've got so many goddamn books. There's overflow shelves, but this is all this is the fiction. This is the art books. This is the entertainment wing.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, he follows. Very. I mean, he is a soft-spoken individual. We all know that, and he's very just excited to know what's been going on with this group.
Where, as per usual, where Gideon is more soft-spoken, Illithor is not. So I imagine there's a million questions about everything flying out of his mouth.
Actively fielding all of the questions.
Aw.
And I think at some point, at some point, like as we settle in, when he sits down next to Marcus and like tucks up against him.
Bonjour, Sherry. Good to see your face again.
Aye.
Udazash just grins at Gideon. Just big, wide, giant. And you can almost swear she starts to mouth something about money and trees and...
Money and trees is wild.
Yeah.
Money trees.
We'll say at some point, too, as everybody is starting to settle, there is one other member of this group that has made their home here. And out from the kitchens comes Shale, wearing a much more cozy attire. She's clearly totally helping move in. As she's wearing some slippers and a nice, like, cozy, like, robe. And she steps out with a glass full of wine and says, "Oh,
Look who we found.
Wonderful to see you again, Professor. Surprised you made it this far."
I have the ability to walk, and also I can rent a carriage.
Hmm.
Doesn't take too much distance to get here.
Well, it's
To be
wonderful
fair, I also just used our teleportation abilities. It's nice to see you as well, Shale.
What's the occasion?
I was bringing the black staff is at the behest of me, and hearing some things is officially sponsoring, in a way, the information gathering of this group.
Oh, I'm sure the higher ups were totally in agreement about that.
They were not.
Good.
Why
But-
not? This is very important.
The black staff, very stingy, very selfish.
Very shitty.
Well, some of us try to do some good.
Yes, well.
Preservation of wizardry information is always a private thing.
Well, preservation of an entire plane of existence should override preservation of secrets that are wizard-y.
That's what I said. And thus, books.
And thus, this is why you are our friend.
And thus books.
And thus, books.
How much have you heard, Gideon?
I don't think I've, just through the grapevine of many different avenues. Antics. Elturel isn't far from Baldur's Gate 1. Also not far from, not close, but not super far from Waterdeep as well. Word does travel.
Well, and then I suppose you know what we are truly up against.
By all means, fill me in.
And Winnie will kind of sigh and explain what has occurred since Gideon parted ways. The details of just how ingrained the cult was, the far-reaching implications, the occurrences in the Wood of Sharp Teeth. But she is not going to give Marcus's deal away. That is not her business to tell.
Well, adventure very much is within the veins of the three of you. Also, it's clear you two.
Yes, it's nauseating and adorable at the same time.
They have kissed many times.
Oh my goodness.
Thank
no.
you. Thank you, Udazash. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mm.
I don't know why they dance around the issue. As you can see, it is very obvious and very cute. Hell.
I didn't say anything. Just
No, you
this
made that
wine
noise.
is delicious.
You made that noise, the disgusted noise. You should not make that disgusted noise when happy things are happening.
You see him just lean back in the seat that he's having in that fractalized mage hand who'll be gripping the glass that he has and just sipping, looking at the two lovebirds.
Speaking of fractalized.
Yes, indeed.
Comes trotting in, like
The
does
meow-
that cat.
That doesn't end.
It's because my cat does this. He kind of meows and runs at the same time, so he sounds like one of those little Halloween decorations. He kind of comes up and like stops, getting at your feet and like sniffs at the edge of your robe. Like sniffs the boots. There's so many new smells. So many new smells. He's got to smell all the smells. It's important.
Mm-hmm.
It is me, you know. Oh, you have a new owner and suddenly you forgot.
Does the like push into the shin, but does trot back over and sits in Winnie's lap.
He seems very pleased with that. So that's more to the story. He looks over at Marcus.
There's a lot to explain that I gotta tell you, me. Maybe one-on-one, because I'd like to ask you a favor. But yeah, as we traveled we found that there was a Bilbo connection. And I'm happy to explore that connection till the very end. Like I tell her, she lead, I follow.
Ew.
And he just kind of like puts her head in her hand.
That's what I said.
You can see that she's just blushing like crazy. More importantly, she only needs one, Gideon.
You see him like calculate in his head, trying to think about exactly what you're thinking about. That's still the problem. Noted.
Yeah. And she is in league with Zarael. I know that because after people hunted us way back when we was going together. And from what I can tell, they still doing it.
A lot to take in. Glad that Ilithor's back in school. And what are your next steps? What can I provide, if I can provide anything?
Well, I don't suppose that any of the books that you brought in that very big backpack talk about the best ways to kill either a archdevil or a big dragon god.
I'm going to let Cujo decide how many books I brought and what books they are. Just to add to the collection point. I brought a smattering of things. Incantations, history, from the arcane point of view to the divine's point of view.
59. 59 books.
That's a decent chunk of books.
That's a lot of books.
A lot of
That's
books.
a lot of books.
We booking.
We book it. Oh my god.
We can go through exactly what it brought and see what might be useful to your endeavors.
Not to downplay what we've accomplished already, but putting an end to an archdevil and a deposed god seems like something that might be past even our purview. What about just blocking them? Making sure that they have no foothold in the material plane, making sure that they have no way to step through.
That could work, but
You're
I
talking
find they,
about a divine gate at that point.
yeah.
It's already one of those, and it's tenuous at best sometimes.
And that is only a temporary solution, because then they start looking for how to get through the gate, and eventually they find a way to get through the gate. So I'm not saying it's a very good idea, especially if that gives us the time to then figure out how to kill them. So that might be like get there, do gates. So
Maybe.
step 4 in 7.
I mean, if we want to make that the next move, that can be the next move, but it can't be the last one. Then that means we got to prepare for that final fight, regardless, and that means we need to be ready for that. Us.
You can see Gideon like concerned about the casual conversations about killing gods.
What? Gideon, Winnie has the exact same face.
Even
And I think there's a significant look of, do you see this is what I'm dealing with now? This is what you left me. This is what you left me to deal with.
So we're clear. Gates don't discriminate. If you want to try to kill a god, you are willing into existence to the very idea that it could happen. Gods, good or bad, won't be so keen on that.
well, hasn't it happened before?
Yes, with catastrophic consequences.
Well, this is one of those things in where do you have to weigh the consequences of letting them come and destroy everything?
Let me be clear. I would rather, just from what you're saying and what I'm understanding, this is a lot bigger than we ever could have thought it was. But if we're talking about permanently destroying the Queen of Dragons and her archdevil handmaiden, and or the King of Archdevils himself, or whatever the case may be, these are mighty endeavors, and all mighty endeavors have mighty consequences in general.
That's true, but
So-
like, you gotta at least try to do the impossible, right?
Oh, you sound like horses. And him. You're lucky I like the thought of being ambitious. So then what I can potentially do is speak to Decarios. Get maybe an inkling of potential. And give that information, but I truly don't know where to begin with that. Again, the idea of the casual killing of gods is not really a conversation starter to have with your, well, I'm an acolyte, so.
I mean, to be clear, I am not being casual about this. I'm very serious. I've been now charged by Queen Titania to do this, which is as pretty serious as you can get, no matter how fun it will be. So I am not at all casual about.
The fake hordes are also lending their need.
Well,
Oh,
because
what
the
have you all
destruction,
gotten yourselves into?
where we're all trying to, save the universe is what we're trying to do.
Sounds like a wonderful mess you've all gotten yourselves into. And slowly stepping from behind Gideon, is an image that you've seen very briefly before. An individual, visibly human, but wearing a purple sort of off one shoulder robe, hair, sort of a brighter brown, almost dirty blonde that kind of like goes down to just beneath the jawline. Dakarios, aka Gale of Waterdeep. Wonderful to meet you again.
Oh, hi.
Hello. I'm Gale, in case it wasn't clear.
It wasn't,
poor
but the
time.
last time it was kind of weird and there was a lot going on. So it was probably good for the clarification.
Of course, yes. Being pulled into a nightmare, a living nightmare with hags and such. It's quite terrifying. Happy to help.
Well, my lord, they are. How do you kill a god? Exactly my inner monologue.
You know, for obviously personal reasons, I feel a little resistant to go into this specific sort of topic. Because, mainly, at the end of the day, you do it once, you'll try to do it again. And if you do it again, who's to say the one you're going after isn't a very handsome, beautiful, newly christened god of ambition? So, pardon me for my caginess, but what guarantee do I have that you'll use this knowledge wisely and then potentially stop at that point?
None.
Wonderful, delightful.
Well,
I can only speak for me, myself, and I won't speak for Udi. Udi, I apologize for stepping on your toes. I'm sorry. But I know for a fact that there are two gods of the nine hells coming after this plane with all your ambitious little acolytes, damn. And I know that acolyte. Oh, just the Gideon.
Just the Gideon.
Just the Gideon. The English came out. I'm so sorry. With that smile.
That's the Gideon. Oh my god.
Oh, bloody fish and chips.
What is happening?
oh, no.
We're falling out. Okay. Lock it in. Lock it in. Would it all the more better to keep your acolyte alive by making sure these two aren't? Because we got Zarael and Tiamat, and they are trying to tag team this universe, and I don't like that myself.
Let's me be abundantly clear. I couldn't give a beholder's asshole about Zariel. Zariel is just simply an archdevil. Nothing divine. Well, nothing divine anymore about her. It's more the dragon queen and goddess of dragons. That's the part where, it tends to get a little muddy when we're talking about adversaries. So, I'll tell you what. I will make you a deal. I may know some information that might come as quite a boon. However, once the deed is complete, well, actually, there's two sort of, details, if you will. First, the information I will impart to you will not be repeated to another living soul outside of this room.
At that point, Leo walks in.
I was about to say, literally, Udazash would have been like,
Just in time, Leo. Let's give it a whole rundown.
Hello. What
Hello.
is going on? Who are...
There's this moment when Dakarios goes, hello.
oh, hi. Okay, so quick introductions because we haven't had the chance because Udazash doesn't catch any of those signals. So Gideon, this is Leopold. Leopold, this is Gideon. Gideon used to, I I think the term was run with us. He was with our group for a little while, and then he had to go back to doing Blackstaff stuff. And Leo, we found him in Eldorel, and has been very cool and has helped us out do a lot of the things that we were just telling you about. That we all did that whole thing. And this is Gale of Waterdeep, who is Gideon's god, and was just about to tell us stuff that we're not supposed to tell anybody else. And I was going to come and get you so that way he could tell you too. So this is like perfect timing.
Oh,
Okay. It is nice to meet you both. Don't worry about it. It's nice
wonderful
meet
to
you
make
as
your
well.
acquaintance. Also, if I may, fascinating.
What's
Anyway,
fascinating?
So, when I impart this knowledge, there is a contract that is being signed that you will not repeat it to another living soul that exists outside of this room. It will not be written, it will not be committed to anybody's memory other than your own. I'd say that's quite fair, given my position.
Mm-hmm.
Udazesh leans over to Leo. He says, he's going to tell us how to kill Tiamat.
Oh, okay. He's just going to like see that all the seats are taken, and then he's just gonna like stay where he is,
No.
and then
He's
Flick
gonna
goes
budge
up
over.
one, goes up to the other, and he just floats in place,
Nope, even
cross
better.
leg.
Even better. Even better.
I dream of genie it. It's great.
Amazing.
Second condition. Upon completion of your bloody objective, the knowledge with which you did so will be removed from your minds. There will be no trace of the steps you took, for as far as you're concerned, it was your valiant skill as adventurers and heroes of Baldur's Gate and Faerun at large.
That's fine with me, Dad. I don't need to worry about knowing how to do this beyond the 2 times I need it.
See, so that's the thing. The reason I told you that you get no guarantees is that the reason that we're doing this now is because of the situation. I don't like killing anything, but I do it because there are people or gods or archdevils or whatever who are doing things that need to stop. So the real answer is there's no guarantee unless you're not going to do something that is going to make me have to come along and make you stop. Now, if you suddenly decide that you want to take over the entire universe, I'm going to come and make you stop.
Okay, I don't think we need to threaten or worry about
no.
my. Just.
I'm not threatening anybody. That's the honest truth. That's the only
Fair.
reason that I point my bow at anybody.
Fair. Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, sir, Lord Guthmore. That won't be.
You know my name.
I do. Yes.
Oh, okay. I must get used to that.
I know a lot. I want to just make my position clear. The reason I'm offering these conditions is not just because I'm a divine, a god of ambition, and therefore being made susceptible to whatever it is that you mortals decide to do. It's more than that. You see, I don't exactly have the best of standing with one in particular, and I'm already trying to fly under her radar. And by enabling you with this knowledge, I will very much put, I believe, the biggest of targets on my back. So you must understand, this is much out of more self-preservation than anything else. So, respectfully, Utazash, while I respect and understand your perspective, I would like to live.
Can we come
Lord.
after the person who is threatening you?
Unless you want to find a way to anger and fight the gods of, the goddess of magic, Mistra, I don't believe that is going to be quite possible. So, here we are. I can impart this knowledge. You know my conditions.
I think it's clear that my former companions are willing to not utter this to anyone and make sure the knowledge of this vast and powerful magics gets utterly obliterated from minds. So this cannot potentially be used against those like you.
I have no interest in doing anything but making sure that the Queen of Tyrants does not become a tyrant to every realm known.
Dicarios sort of gestures with his hand, and out of the air, there's a little bit of a gleam of golden light, not too dissimilar from the golden energy you'd see emanate off of Gideon's magic. Just this shining, almost small pillar that floats in the air that slowly forms to be almost like a crystal rod.
Really quickly,
Yes.
I think as this begins to happen, you all see Leo look at Marcus, look at Winnie, look at Udazash, and I think he floats out of the room. He doesn't know if his mind can forget.
That's fair.
He is a telepath. He does not know if he can forget. Because that the one thing he is good at is the mind and memory, understanding. And I think I'm just going to go check on my pot, and he's going to float out. He will not get this knowledge.
Okay.
Real quick,
Mm-hmm.
do we get the sense that part of this is that if anyone mind probes us, if anyone goes looking for this knowledge, that they're not going to be able to get it from us? And Udazesh will ask that question if she needs to.
We'll say you ask that. Well, I certainly hope they don't dig too deep, because there will be something very dire waiting for them if they do.
I mean, there's knowledge, but can they reach it? That's the thing. I can't protect that. There's all sorts of stuff that is gone, so... And she kind of watches as Leo leaves and is like, "This, so..."
I think he's begins to slow down as she's asking, because he's just worried. He's more worried about him accidentally
And
revealing.
that's part of where Udazesh is going, because she knows she made a promise to you to help, and also is like, people take stuff from her mind all the time, and so now she's worried about unintentionally. Yeah. So if someone goes looking, they could find this. There's no guarantee, as you like to say, that they can't go looking.
I understand the concern. Huh. And his head turns and looks at Leo again. Huh. Interesting debacle you put me in.
That's what I do.
Huh.
I don't really know what's going on. I don't. I see that you're here, and I understand that context. He looks over at Gideon. Looks back at the group. What's happening inside of me? I am worried that it won't agree to the terms, and I want to be upfront about that. I think I have a lot of control, but I don't have all the control, and I would feel bad if my brain was the reason something got out into the universe that could destroy things.
And I already made a promise to Leo to help him. And if this is going to put him in danger, then I cannot promise you a thing that means I cannot fulfill my promise to him.
Leo. I have a question for you, and I would like to preface that I have not adventured with you. I have not seen your abilities firsthand, but I can read you. That presence in your mind, and he's speaking particularly vaguely just so Gideon doesn't quite catch it. That sort of presence operated under the guidance and will of something much, much larger, much more dangerous. That has been dealt with. You're welcome, by the way. What's to say that your own will couldn't overpower its? What's stopping you from pretending or embodying the idea that whatever it is that is seeking to control you from within should know its place and know that you are the one in control?
Well, I hope I am. I'm trying to train myself so I can make sure I do hold that control.
That's delightful, but I need you to say it as though you mean it.
I think I control it.
It's a start. I have faith in you. And it's sort of... I suppose it is somewhat my MO to have faith in individuals, in mortals, to find their own power. Look at me. So, what's stopping you from finding yours?
I think he's gonna sit with that for a second. And as he is, you all will feel nothing's being activated completely. You all feel like a slight warbling in the space around, and it feels kind of vast for a moment before it gets reined in. And in that vastness, things that mechanically just seem to shift like their place and intention in your brain just for a moment before everything kind of slows back and he pulls it back in. I will control it, I think.
There you are. That being said, I understand the concern. And I will say the terms of the contract will remain. However, what I can guarantee is that no harm will come to Leo. Given his abilities, given the guest presence in his mind, I will ensure safety and safe removal of all memories of the methods with which you slay the goddess of dragons. Even with Leo's ability.
I think he looks at Udazash.
If you're happy with that, then I'm okay with that. My concern was you. My memories are already mostly gone anyway.
Okay. I want to be able to help my friends, and I was going to be really sad and probably cry if I didn't get to get this information. And then he goes back to...
this crystal rod sort of manifests, and it is beautiful, glittering, and it glistens with this golden light that sort of it's almost translucent. He says, each of you will agree to these terms by placing your hand upon this staff. Once you have, it will be instrumental in the next steps on your journey.
Udazesh gets up, takes hold of the top.
When he looks to the others, looks to Gideon, Illithor, Leo, Zash, Shale, Marcus. Kind of squares her shoulders. But gets up, looks at Dakarios, and takes hold.
Leo will slowly float over. And as he grabs the rod, you see the disguise where the hand is immediately fades away, and you see the illithid hands grip on.
Marcus just kind of takes a sigh, smiles for a bit. Oh shit, I've been making all kinds of bad deals lately. Maybe even for once to make a good one, me. And he grabs it at the bottom. And there's a bit of hope in his eyes as he grabs a hold.
Oh, I should also probably, and then Gideon just... Illithor!
Illithor.
I can't believe we're letting Illithor in on this.
Oh my god.
Illithor
Udazash is like, but Lauren is like, oh god.
Illithor 100% is asleep on the table and goes, what are you doing?
Oh, never mind. Go back to sleep.
Oh.
If he's asleep, he doesn't know.
It's true. It's true.
That's right. He's got no idea.
Shale will approach and place her hand on one of the last remaining pieces. And Decario says, delightful, wonderful. And the golden light that has been passing through this staff has faded, and now you are left with a pure diamond staff.
Oh.
Well, the deal is sealed. So, here's what I will tell you. You have to find the place of her birth. Find the place of the birth of the Queen of Dragons. Absorb whatever latent divine energy is there so that it can attune itself to her presence, and then simply just shove it in her chest and hope it reaches the heart.
I have a question asking for a friend, me.
Sure.
Friend, what about Zara? I mean, like, what do go a place where her birthday is too? Because they still working together. They are.
Oh, Marcus. And he does the little, tap on the side of your head. Marcus, Zariel isn't a goddess. She's an archdevil, for sure, but she's no god or goddess. You could just kill her. She's very crafty and very powerful, but she is no divine. She's just a asshole.
Oh, we thank thee for the messages we get. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
But yes, I believe that's pretty much all that you would need to know.
I need one more thing. What happens to her heart once we do the shoving?
Oh, well, all the energy that is attuned into the crystal, you're welcome once again, just surges through her heart, explodes it from within, along with every shred of her divine power, therefore rendering her mortal, and she's got a crystal staff in her heart, so she'll just, die.
but the heart will still be there, or at least most of it.
Oh, yes. I mean, there's still going to be some shreds and pieces, but sure.
Okay, good. I'm supposed to deliver that to Queen Titania, and if there was no hearts left over, then I was going to have need to let her know in advance.
Tell her I said hi.
Okay.
And thank her for the wonderful night we had last time. Yes?
Wrong color. I think Gideon's like, Leo is like, crystal rod, place of birth, absorb power, stab with rod, profit. Right? Is that
Yes.
crystal
In a
rod,
nutshell.
place of birth, absorb magic, stab, profit. Okay.
Perfect.
We have a 5-step program. Well, no, 4 steps. We have crystal rod. Next is place of birth.
Place of bird.
Then we absorb element energy.
Absorb place of bird.
No, just absorb the power that's there.
Absorb power.
Stab.
Stabby stab. That's number 4 right there. Yeah.
Yes. Profit.
5 is profit. Okay. Now, which profit? Never mind. No, I know what you're talking about. We're killing. It's good.
Yes.
Marcus struggling with steps and numbers is the fucking best.
There's a sigh. I think it's like mostly to herself, but I think she makes eye contact with Gideon again. There's a significant blink.
You have full custody now.
They're yours. Paperwork signed.
You chose me, shit. That's all you.
Well, satisfied my part of this little deal. Oh, I am going to have a little. And he just like picks up one of the glasses and like it fills with wine. And Shale's like, "Oh yes, it's a wonderful vin." How did you do that? Oh,
My lord.
Sorry. Yes.
I wonder if I might trouble you for a brief audience.
With whom? Myself.
Yes, with you, sir.
Oh. So he like sets the goblet down. Yes. How may I guide you?
Just shaking his head. Just, oh my gosh.
See, I think Winnie is used to a level of pomp and circumstance, and Ikarios is just kind of...
He's kind of a dude who just forced this to happen.
She kind of flounders a minute. Could we step outside?
Oh, sure.
You have a goddess. Don't take mine.
I'm not taking your god. I just have some questions. It's a little out of her purview.
All right, I might have some questions for the Raven Queen next.
Oh, no, fine. I'm sure she'll be happy to answer.
Lovelies, please. There's more than enough for me to go around.
Oh my god.
He,
Literally.
he walks with you towards the door, and he's just like, huh. Haven't used a door in some time. And he reaches and turns the knob and steps outside.
When he's so confused, it's just so overwhelmed. But I'll be right back.
He stands outside the room. Wonderful. Love what you've done with the place.
You know about deals and bargains then. It seems you're well versed in them, but you're divine, so that makes a certain amount of sense.
Oh, well, yes, sort of.
I need to know how to break an infernal deal.
Ah, you mean the chain that's wrapped around Marcus's neck?
Yes.
That is a tall order, but doable. You just need to find the I almost revealed myself unintentionally. Right, cost deals. I will impart this knowledge to you for the price of. I don't know. What price are you willing to pay for it?
I admit I don't have much of divine worth to offer. You were human once, right? That's the story.
Yes, I remember my mortal days like they were yesterday.
And what would you do if you knew that someone who's a part of your own beating heart had a ticking clock waiting behind him?
Well, it might not have been a ticking clock. I am familiar with sacrificing for one that you can't live without. Make me a persuasion check. You have luck. You do have
I do
luck.
have luck. Yeah, no, I'll dump 2 of those. That's better. That's so much better. 21.
The funny thing about love and mortal attachments is that it can be a weight on you. It makes it difficult to breathe, to think, to exist, but you don't recognize it while you're in it. Fine. I will impart this knowledge for the price of diamond or 100 gold.
Winnie immediately digs into the pack at her hip and pulls out one of the diamonds.
Perfect. He just like tosses it behind him, and it like turns into that golden energy and disappears. Great, done. The thing about fiends is that they love displaying a contract, right? They love making it a grand show. You have to find the original and destroy it. And if we're talking about who I know we're talking about, he will keep that very close to his person. But it's doable. All you have to do is just strike up a conversation with the Lord of Hell, distract him enough to pickpocket him, and then burn, or, well, don't burn, it won't work. Preferably, maybe bring it to a temple, conduct some sort of cleansing ritual, sanctuary, or whatnot, and then that should be enough.
That's all then.
Yeah.
I'll add it to the list.
Just make me a promise. When you do feel that weight on your heart, don't let go. As weird as that sounds. Just hold on. It might find itself becoming a light again.
I didn't say anything about.
Please. That is not my place. I will leave that to your discovery as you need.
I know you do already, but just watch out for Gideon.
Well, I kind of have to. He's my one acolyte. But don't worry. I will keep him close and safe, and him and his child are well looked after.
I was going to say him and the Wien. That boy has more curiosity than sense.
The best of us tend to.
You would know.
I would. And I'm a god. Isn't that weird?
Thank you for your time.
Well, let them know I'll be off. I think I actually walk out the door again. That was a wonderful, just a turn back in time moment. No, it's actually kind of boring now. There's that sort of gust of wind that disperses his image in a bunch of glittering golden motes that just slowly fade away.
I just direct contact to the divine and it never gets any fucking weirder. Just shite. That's fine, Winnie. You just gotta pickpocket the Lord of Hell. She'll wander back in.
Where's my god?
He said he'll be back, or he does as he likes. I don't know. He didn't tell me shite.
Yeah, sure. I should really get him to a place with a good bed and.
Oh, of course. We've got a couple of guest rooms. You're more than welcome.
Oh.
I got to turn down for you. Make sure a place is. I'll make sure you have a wonderful breakfast in the morning.
Appreciate it. It really has been too long, and now we are literally bonded in a mission from the gods. Ha 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 ha.
We'll let you know when we have a place to go to take care of that staff.
Good. And if it's too much, if the journey towards the place of birth, if you find it, if what I'm saying, reach out.
It's
I would
more
like
than
to
likely.
support you as I can.
It's more than likely we'll need your help getting there anyway.
Well, you've been lovely. I'll probably be awake, but let me get him. And he snaps his finger, and an invisible, it looks invisible, but it's really just a very sheer fractal, clear, whatever they're calling thing lifts Illithor.
Floating disc.
Thank you.
Yes.
Gosh, I was like, what is it called? Floating the
Floating
thing.
circle.
Tensor.
Thing.
Tensor floating disc.
Tensor.
Tensor.
Gosh, I'm feeling tins. No.
Gideon's fractal disc.
Yes, the fractal disc.
And-
will raise him. And he'll unless there's anything else, he will walk off to put Illithor up.
You'll hear Marcus go, Gideon, 1 second, and I'll go running after you so that we're walking with Illithor alone back to your bedroom, back to where I'm going to put you up. But if we don't mind, it's just like 5 more minutes in character. Marcus is going to lean into Gideon, checking in first before I do the scene. Anyone okay 5 minutes before we go? So Marcus is kind of like, hey, Gideon, it's been a long time. Kind of looking back at everyone else, make sure they're out of earshot. It's a long time. Listen, there are 2 things that you need to know about me. One, I'm sure you probably already know. I ain't talking Winnie. I am the champion extraordinaire of Asmodeus. That's a whole thing. Don't worry about that. But secondly, I am in a mighty need to learn the celestial language. And while I don't know how to speak it, I know how it sounds when you say it to Winnie.
You want to speak to the divine language to her.
I want to speak it, and I want to write it.
Well, good thing I'm a good teacher. Professor, even.
Marcus stands up straight, takes his hat, does a big old bow, and he goes, Professor Gideon Extraordinaire of the Blackstaff Academy. Pleasure to
Okay,
meet
we're done.
you.
You really care for her. You were a little shit before.
That I was.
You know, I know you want to probably liken it to your fascination. I dare not say those words because they are meaningful, but your fascination with her. But you've always been a good one. Even when you were unnecessarily blowing up your tattoo shop just because someone might have given you a peek. There's a reason why I liked this group, and it wasn't just the whimsicalness of Udazash or the patience of her, of Winifred. You have a spark within you, one that makes people gleeful, excitable, comforting even. And she finds comfort in you too. It was also very much written in the stars. I feel like if there was a metaphorical television and perhaps an artist named, I don't know, Hannah was watching, even they could see.
Yeah.
Either way, you're a good one, Hellhammer. Give you like a pat on the cheek, and then like a cart in a grocery store push Illithor on this floating disc.
And as you do that, Marcus kind of stops following and just shouts, third floor, third door on the right. It's gonna be all yours. Breakfast, I'll make a beignets, me. Turn around, and as he kind of walks back with that old swagger, he kind of whispers to himself, you hear that, Marcus Hellhammer? You one of the good ones, you.
You're going to hear as he's walking away. You're going to get a little bit of excitement in your heart, potentially inspired even, and you'll hear your first celestial words be "Thank you." The beginning of your celestial journey.
And I repeat it back as smile, ear to ear, exuberant, adulation, excitement.
Adorable.
And then-
Udazash.
Yeah, so as we all kind of break off, Udazash is going to quickly trot after Shale as she heads off to her bed and goes, Shale, do you have a second? We can walk and talk if you need.
Sure. Yeah. That's what's going on.
I was wondering, and if this is weird, you let me know. Back in the woods of Sharp Teeth, when we were in the fight, you summoned the big dragon.
Yes, I was a little thrown off by that too.
Yeah. So, like, that was the first time you did that?
Yeah, I don't know quite what happened, but apparently when you have your very nature, your arcane nature blocked for so long, it tends to spring forth, and for some reason I felt like I could bring something like that into being.
You think you could do that again?
Yes, I think I could.
And
Why?
if you did... It reminded me of something, and I got a little distracted, and I promised myself that if I didn't let myself get distracted, in a time when I really needed to not be distracted, that I would let myself get distracted later. And now is later.
All right. I don't think the training ground will quite work. It's a little too visible by everybody. People think there's an attack. I have an idea. And she will lead you to the roof. A flat roof, high up enough that those on the ground level wouldn't be terrified necessarily by a dragon spirit. It'll be enough out of eye shot that it should work. All right. And as she lets out that breath, you start to see a little bit of that fog come out of her mouth as the air around you chills. And that fog that's coming from her mouth continues to grow and build until it forms a vague outline before it clarifies. And you see a regal-looking white dragon sitting back on its haunches, tail curled around, but with a teeny little flick back and forth at the end. Its crystalline eyes look down at you. Whew. I don't get shivers often. The spirit lowers its head to get a little closer to yours.
And Udazash is going to kind of circle it, studying it, half almost a bit of fear on her face, but also, and Shale has spent enough time with Udazash to recognize this is her studying prey. She's going to slowly circle and then come back to stand in front of, or next to Shale and go, I know this is probably not quite the same thing as an actual dragon, I guess? Maybe, but it's close enough.
The dragon lowers down and lays down. So now his face is maybe a few feet from your chest, and his crystalline eyes just Shale will kind of look back and then look to Udi. Is everything all right?
No, but they will be eventually. I don't suppose this one talks, does it?
I don't think so. It's sort of like a... Actually, that's a good point. Can you? And the spirit just... And this a little bit of frost comes from his nostrils.
And in halting draconic, Udazash will say, so can you, or do you just choose not to?
Some good shit. You haven't earned it yet.
Well, and still in draconic. That's fair, but we just met. And I don't know how long I have. What do I got to do to earn it?
I haven't decided yet.
Well, that's going to make earning it very difficult, especially if every time I want to talk to you, I have to ask Shale to like summon you. And then I look at Shale, and do I know if she speaks Draconic?
Oh, she's following along.
Okay, good. Then still in Draconic, I go. So is like a summon? Is like a? Do you ask? Is this like a pet? Is this like a friend? Is this like a?
Oh,
Uh,
I need to talk with Gideon about this. I think I've essentially, with my abilities, just sort of called a spirit to appear every so often.
oh, so you're like really a dragon? You're just a spirit of a dragon.
There's this little. It's funny. You've adventured so long with Shale that you expect this sort of aloofness from her. You're getting the same energy from this dragon spirit. And all you see is
Well, are you?
Maybe.
Well, that's kind of important because if I'm going to earn your ability to talk to me, and then I'm going to ask you questions, they kind of rely on you actually being a dragon. Because the whole
Keep her
point,
safe.
of course, she's my friend.
What? Yes, but I mean in the coming days.
Well, and forever, as long as I remember her, she is not to be touched by anybody.
make a persuasion check.
Okay. I'm also going to use 2 of my luck because this is super important. And I want to do better than that. And I'm not going to do better than that. 16.
The dragon spirit sort of weighs the options and again like rolls their eyes.
You did save her.
I did.
I'd say that's fair enough. Yes, I can speak.
We figured that out. No, I'm double checking that you are really a dragon. And so if I ask you dragon things, you will be able to answer dragon things.
Yes. Although
Okay.
in a somewhat different form, but yes.
I mean, that's as long as the core is there. That's all I really need. Okay. I am hunting one of your kind.
Hmm.
I need to know what I need to know to do that. And I figure, Cujo, if we want to stop right there, that's probably a good place.
The camera will pan away from Udazash, sharing a conversation with a dragon spirit.
And Shale.
And Shale. And eventually move south. Far south. Athkatla in Amun. The horizon of this beautiful city. Right as the sun sets. A catastrophic burst of flame. You see several buildings fall. And from that rubble, as a red dragon flies right past the camera. And that's the end of our episode this evening. I love post-credit scenes. They're so much fun. So, thank you to our wonderful viewers. Thank you all for watching. I love this game. I love this party so much. I always have so much fun. So, before we sign off for the evening, we are going to throw it to our wonderful cast. Let them know who you are, who you played, how could we support you, and do the thing.
Hi, I'm Lauren Urban, she, her. You can find the stuff I'm doing on my Blue Sky, which is lauren-urban.com, which is also my website because sometimes synergy. You can find me on Sunday playing the game that we're based on, Baldur's Gate 3. I'm playing a very different Dragonborn character. We're in the middle of Act 3. We're actually towards the end of Act 3. That's over on the Dungeon Scrollers Twitch channel in the morning. And then in the afternoon, specifically this weekend, is the 1-year anniversary of Players in Book, which is a D&D 5e campaign that's I play a cleric Tabaxi who Winifred would sympathize with. Is I'm just trying to keep everybody alive. And yes, this is our 1-year anniversary, and so we should be having fun. Otherwise, yeah, just follow me on Dubisky, and I also love playing this game. And thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Omega Jones, also known as Script by across all social media channels. Professional actor here. Too much other things. As far as things coming up, I don't think I have anything because of the various reschedulings and things. I don't have anything until Gen Con. So if you're going to Gen Con, come find me in a multitude of things there, including running a one shot with that guy. Nope, that guy right there. And in the cast. Yeah. Is that it? Is that all I need to say? Yes.
Hi, hello, good time zone, folks. You can call me Laura or Tutu or Laura Tutu. Once again, my pronouns are she, they, and I have been your harried celestial warlock, divine soul sorcerer who's just trying to keep everyone alive. When I'm not here on Fridays, you can find me mostly hanging out over at Rebels Without a Castle on Wednesday nights, where we're playing a little more D&D 5e in my buddy Zach Savage's homebrew world. We are finally getting back to the main campaign because, well, we all know that scheduling is the BBG of the tabletop realm. But we have a brand new Hunter the Reckoning podcast over at Queen's Court Games with me and our dear Cujo. Road to Hell, episode 5 just dropped, so now is the perfect time to get all caught up. To watch these fucking chuckle fucks try to figure out what the hell is going on in this tiny northeastern town. We're all gonna die. It's gonna be fine. No one survives a hunter game. We all know this.
That's great. It's gonna be great.
That's gonna be great. Other than that, the best way to figure out where I'm gonna be and what I'm doing is check out my website, laura22.com. Thanks.
Hello, everyone. My name is PJ McGaw, Nat Twain Productions official in the chat. You can find me all over the internet at PJ McGaw. If you see the bearded face, you're in the right place. This weekend, I'm not going to be at San Diego Comic-Con. Instead, I'm going to be fighting FOMO by fighting wrestlers. No, I'm not getting in the ring. God, no, I'm not getting in the ring. But I'm going to be at the Saturday Night Heat over at Pico Rivera, promoting and being a guest star at their promotion. If you also are in California and can't make it San Diego Comic-Con, please join me for a night of lucha and wrestling and a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. I kid you not. One of the wrestlers' gimmick is that he is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. I am so freaking hyped. And you might even see yours truly more than just in the audience and doing some other things there too. So go ahead and check it out. You can go to Grapple Labs over at Instagram to get more information on tickets for that this weekend, i.e. tomorrow. You can also see me all over Queen's Court Games as we are going back in the saddle again with Season 3 of the All Night Society, or TANS. You can also find way more details about more shows, more TTRPG shows that I will be producing or starring in, as well as TTRPGs that I will be writing with some big news. So make sure to go to my social medias all over at PJ McGaw. I'll give you all the updates when I can. But until then, I'm going to throw it on over to Cujo.
All right. I am Cujo. I have been your chronicler for this evening. I love this group so much. I love that it's pushing me to learn more about the world of Faerun. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I'll pick that city. And now I get to like dive in and figure out what it is and how it works. It's gonna be great. So, thank you all for tuning in. Next week, I'm pretty sure the channel is going to be down for the count, if only because next week is Gen Con. So I will be running a Tales of the Valiant game. I'll also be on the GM's panel for Kobold Press. So if you would like to, come to a panel, talk about GMing, come hang out. It'll be super cool. And I'll also be in the one shot run by our beloved Omega. And otherwise, I'll be walking the floor. And if you see me, come up and say hi. I like meeting people. And you might see a strange old book with a strange old symbol on it at some point. I will be bringing that around to get initials from those who I have not seen in the past for their entries in the Chronicle. But typically, you can catch us Fridays for Shadows over Baldur's Gate. Congratulations, you found us. Thursdays are the Tales of the Valiant, which is sponsored by Kobold Press and the Kobold Creates program. Huge shout out to Kobold Press for all the love and support. Tuesdays, you can catch us for our Daggerheart Chronicle Bitten, our post-apocalyptic zombie story where everything is happy and nothing is terrifying or sad. In the meantime, you can also find me personal stuff over at Cujo Plays Games on all major social media platforms. There's a lot of wrestling content, mainly because I'm wrapping it up in a couple months and I'm gonna be real sad about it. But anyway, follow Critic Chronicles for official show updates, highlights, that sort of thing. There's going to be some new show announcements coming up soon. Ring ring. So you should maybe keep an eye out because it's going to be a lot of fun. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and get a raid set for Folk and Myth, who are playing some Vampire the Masquerade. Folk and Myth.
It's giving folk. It's giving myth.
It's giving Folk and Myth.
Might be giving myth and folk.
But for those who tuned in tonight, for all the love and for all the appreciation, you are loved. Please be nice to each other. And we'll see you guys next time. Good night, everybody.
Bye.